Alright, so I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how you can turn your old shitty laptop into something useful again. You know, this is where usually when Windows starts running really super slow and you've tried everything and you've reinstalled Windows, and you've cleaned out the laptop, and it's running like dog shit still. So the solution is usually just slap Linux on it, and that's what we're going to do today. And so here, we first need to get the ISO file, and also you're of course going to need your laptop and a USB drive. So we're just going to first download Ubuntu server. Now you can download the desktop version, but it just depends on what you're doing. But usually when you're installing Linux, you don't really need the desktop environment unless you're gaming or doing graphic editing, video editing, or whatever. But at that point, you don't want to be doing any of that crap on a super old laptop. So I think it just makes way more sense to just go with server and just have a command line with no desktop environment. So we're just going to download this crap. And going to save. And then another application you're actually going to need to download. Oh, just one last thing. All right. It's called Rufus, I think. Something like, yep, Rufus. I already have it downloaded. So I'm just going to start it up for now. Might need updated, not that I'll have to really update it. Now here, go ahead and put in your USB drive. And mine already auto-selected here. If you see other options like much larger gigabytes or whatever storage options, that's probably your hard drive or SSD. Do not select those. It's because this is gonna like overwrite everything. So make sure you select the correct device here. Because if you don't, it's gonna suck. It's gonna. But I think Rufus has built-in protection where it only shows like removable drives that, you know, are actually like USB and SD cards. So we're going to select our Ubuntu ISO image, and then yeah, we're just gonna leave it at master boot record. I'm just gonna leave it at defaults, and that should work. If it doesn't, then oh well. We'll try again. And yeah. So I'll write to this thing. It's going to overwrite everything on it. So if you have any files on it, you might want to save those first and store them somewhere else. Yep, and it gives you a warning as well. So it's deleting everything and then creating file system. And then it'll write that ISO file to this USB drive. And then once that's done, we will plug it into the laptop and boot to that USB drive. So we'll just wait on that. Let's finish up writing to the drive. All right, final completed after 9 minutes and 52 seconds. I did not think it was going to take that long, but just a heads up, it's going to take about 10 minutes maybe. All right, so let's go to File Explorer, and I'm just going to eject this drive. You know, sometimes stuff doesn't make sense. Where's my eject? Thank you. Okay, whatever. It's time to go set up this laptop now. Alright, I got my little shitty laptop here. You can see my beautiful reflection. I'm gonna take my USB drive, make sure the laptop's off, and then just put it in one of these slots, and then you power on your laptop like this, in case you didn't know. And then you wait for it to boot. Oh, I already booted. Okay, shit. I need to, so I was in the middle of a Windows install, I guess. I was wiping this, I was reinstalling Windows or something. I'm like, actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just put Linux on it. And then I forgot about it for like a year. And then I forgot, yeah, okay. So usually, I might just restart this, like totally hard restart. I'm just gonna totally power this off. Make sure none of the fans are spinning or anything. All right. Oh shit. Oh, F12. There we go. I did F12. Or I might have did that automatic. I don't know. But here we go. Basically, you need to go into your BIOS or your boot order. It's usually like delete F12, depending on the laptop, F2, F11, and then you're just gonna select your USB drive. And then from there, you'll have this screen pop up, and we're gonna try or install Ubuntu Server. So we're gonna try it out. Let's go. Yeah, this is gonna be a while. Ugh. Sit up. You can watch all these logs of crap no one knows. Just, yeah, no one knows what's going on unless you're like a core maintainer of this. Nah, I'm kidding. All right, here we go. We're gonna set up English. Yep, English keyboard, blah, 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 done. Yeah, we're just gonna do default here. All right, let's see here. So I don't think this is seeing my this is seeing my Wi-Fi card. So because I'm gonna have to install a driver for that. But luckily I can hardwire myself. Let me unplug this shit. I think this says I think it literally says it on there. I forgot. All right, so I plug that in, Ethernet, getting a signal, and I just got my IP address. We're done. No proxy address. I'm just gonna done. Continue. All right, and we'll wait for this. Yep, use entire disk. Just do these defaults. Done. Yes. I'm just gonna put my name here. Shit. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna put Ubuntu server. Username. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna put product again. And then password. It's gonna be super secret. Super secure. Oh yeah, look at that. You can just tell by the character limit, super secure. Alright, and hit done. And then skip. We don't need that crap. And yes, you want to install OpenSSH. This will make your life way easier later on. And you can also import SSH keys. Yeah, just install this. Make sure to install that. It'll make everything way easier. Because first thing I would do anyways is install SSH. It's not an option. All right, you don't need any of this crap unless you know what you're doing. You know, if you need Docker or something, but just download it like without any of that crap. Let me wait for this. Let's go. All right, a couple hours later, it finally installed. And now we're just gonna reboot now. And then once it reboots, that's fine. I'm just gonna take this USB out. Hey, so we can log in now. Your username and password. If you've already forgot it, then you're gonna have to just reinstall Linux again. Ta-da! And I am in. So, first thing we're gonna do is make a note of our IP address. Do an IPA. And then I'm gonna look at this because it looks like it has the wireless adapter interface on here, which is interesting. But it's all interesting is the names of these interfaces, which I'm not used to, but I guess on this laptop they're like that. Okay. So our IP address is 10.10.10.127. So this is where the SSH comes in. Just gonna leave your laptop here and go back to your main computer. All right, now back on your main computer. You're gonna start up your whatever preferred command line interface you want. Make sure SSH is installed on it. I use PowerShell, and Windows has got SSH built into it, at least for client. So you're just gonna do SSH and then your username at whatever IP address you put down. That's on the Ubuntu server. I think mine was 127, but yes. And then put in the password. And then bam, I'm in. Who am I? Yep. It's Ubuntu server, like I named it. And so from here, we can kind of do whatever we want. Now, the first thing I need to do is get this working on Wi-Fi. So, as you can see, this makes things way easier because if you're not SSH'd into the server, then you have to physically be at the server, and there's no GUI, so you can't really use any web browser. Everything's a pain. It's easier to copy and paste just everything. So, this is my preferred method. I'm going to move this terminal over here for a second, and then I'm going to do a bit of research on how can I install Ubuntu server driver. Linux Master Race. Yeah, this is where I get my IT help from right here. So I think it has the Wi-Fi here. I just need to set it up. It's just interesting. It didn't show this interface during the setup, or maybe I just missed it. Sorry. Configure Wi-Fi connections. All right. So this is. This is IT right here. We're just gonna do this. Okay. Just gonna install this first. All right. I'll do sudo apt update. All right, cool. And then we will run this command. Disconnected. And then let's just put the radio on. Oops, we need sudo. Now what's this say? Disconnected still, okay. So let's list these out. All right, so our adapter obviously works. Cool. And I just love, this is also why I love Ubuntu. I know other distros also have plenty of documentation, but this is super easy to follow, especially for beginners. So yeah. Just gonna connect it to this one, and then whatever, you can see this password, I don't give a shit. Alright. Failed egg. I need sudo. Remember, you need sudo for pretty much everything. Okay, IPA, and then we got another IP. And so this one's at 10.10.10.126. So we can unplug the Ethernet and use this connection instead. So I'm going to do that, but I'll do that last. Because also, let me pull up, I just ping 10.10.10.120.26, yeah, I'll still get a response. So now from here you can kind of do whatever, but I know a lot of people, they were like, well, I don't really have any use case for this. And that's when I say, from here, just put it in storage, and then when you want to do something, you're like, dang, I just need a cheap, crappy computer. Here you go, it's all set up. Because a lot of the time, it's just, the main thing you think of when your laptop goes to shit is to, you could give it to someone, some people do that, but also throw it away, recycle it. Like, no, this is like, you could use this for a lot of stuff. And for example, you could put a Minecraft server on here. Another example is actually an actual real better example is I've got this thing called BirdNet Go, and basically I have a little Raspberry Pi with a microphone connected to it that is listening for birds 24/7. Then when it detects a bird, it figures out what kind of bird it is using like machine learning stuff. I didn't write all this, I just set it up. But yeah, and so what you can do is, instead of running the whole thing on one Raspberry Pi, I could run the microphone and the audio stream and the web server all on the Raspberry Pi. That's not ideal because that's more processing power for the Raspberry Pi, and then your web experience, the web server, the website experience is going to be much slower. So a better option is just use a cheap Raspberry Pi and just use that as the audio stream, and then using I think I'm using real-time streaming protocol, send it over the network to another computer that hosts the actual website and does all of the machine learning calculations in Bird AI or whatever we want to call it. And so if you do that, that means instead of spending like $150 for a Raspberry Pi 4 or 5, 4B or whatever, you could actually go with a Raspberry Pi Zero instead, Zero W, which is like $100 cheaper at most or whatever. Like, it's way cheaper. So you just save yourself $100. But if you throw away your laptop or whatever, get rid of it, then you have to. It's just way more ideal to have just have a crappy, cheap computer on hand in case there's something you want to do with it later on. And so for my example, I'm just going to set up Minecraft server. Actually, I've only set up Bedrock servers, so I'm just going to try Java. I got Java server set up, or I guess I should do download. Okay, I'll do Minecraft help. Go to this website. All right. I guess I need Java. Do I have Java? Nah. We'll just go with this one, default JRD. Is this a download link? Okay, so we're just gonna copy this, and then we'll do a wget. Oh wow, this is gonna take a while. Okay. All right, so it's finally downloaded, and we're just gonna see. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now we're just gonna copy this. Do sudo. Whoops, I didn't, I forgot, I gotta download this first. wget.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
Whoa, hold up, I didn't want to start this. Alright, bye-bye. Okay, we got it. ls, we're just gonna do this in this directory, I don't really care. Unable to access. it's named just server.jar, so that's probably why. Yeah. So we're just gonna do this. There we go. I need to agree to the... What? I guess I need to... Let me look at this. Oh, okay. Ah, wow. That is such a... I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Okay. Let's change this to true then. If I can spell true. Alright, let's see this shit work. Oh. Alright, creating new world. Oh, I think it's working. Wow. This is a lot more detailed than the Bedrock edition, for sure. Alright, play the Java edition. I've never played the Java edition, so it's new stuff. Oh, it's
Press
loud.
enter to enable the narrator.
Okay, that's loud. That is really loud. Alright, we'll do multiplayer. Proceed. I'm real scared. Public networks. Alright. Scanning for games on your local network. Should be on here, right? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Let's add a server. What is it? Freaking 126. Maybe this isn't working. Oh! And there we go. And look at that. I've got my Minecraft server. And oh boy, is it laggy. Get over, you bastard. Yeah, this computer's actually pretty old too, so. And I'm recording, which probably doesn't help. I need food. Yeah. 3 meats. Let's go.